Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I have like unbelievable allergies today, so I sound like a frog. My apologies. How we doing? Everybody got the view? We're all seeing the screen. Juan, Miguel, this trade, we're gonna bite the bullet and try to take this trade to the downside because we have a trend sell right on the open. It's probably incredibly idiotic. I warn you ahead of time, it could be very, very dangerous because we could have a spike down. But I feel like, given the massive downward pressure, the opening rotation should hopefully be negative. I mean, they could always spike it. So like I'm just timing this, waiting for the candle to close to see where we're at. And we're going to try to go with 520 on this if we can get it in here. So that would be like, okay, boom, boom, boom. I went super fast, but like, let's just go. Even if we went at 80, it's still good. It's still good, still good. So that was like plus 5 points on the open here. As I was warning you, you got to be super fast here. And then we're out of the way. We're just out of the way now. So let this play out. We've been just a massive sell down all night long because of crypto just crashing. Tremendously is dragging all the assets down on a kind of peripheral liquidation basis. But my view is that probably in about half an hour to an hour, we're going to start turning. And I think the trades are going to be to the upside. But for now, really, I think the opportunity, whatever opportunities we have, if we have another trend sell a little bit higher, we'll take that. If it comes back down really deep into a sell-off, I think a fade buy is going to be a play. Right now, I'm just watching the price action. As I said, the opening rotation was super fast. You have to just basically you have to preset everything up with our tool set in order to be to take advantage of it. For those of you who are new, Trader Tools is where you would get the scalp tool, ? You can download that there. And both for MT5 and MT4. And oh man, let me get the links again. Oh man, where are my links? I have to go in here. Hang on a second. I gotta go to Bitly. Totally forgot where my links are. Ooh, look at that pop. Like I said, I thought we would really pop off of the because so much of the okay, let me I'm putting the links into the Ask Boris room here, and then I'll come back to trading. Copy. Control V. Copy. All right, let's go back to trading. Big pop. I thought we'd really turn around. That's why I was like just gonna take it super quick and get out. I'm actually curious if I'm gonna try and set this up for both sides for fade long and short. Let's see if I can get a short fade out here. Fade sell signal, because I think a fade sell signal here would be very decent if we get one. So, big stretch out. We're like 50, 60 points to the upside. Is this fade sell signal is going to have to be like 3 more candles because it's going to start on the moving average crossover, which is probably this candle here. So it's 1, 2. We need 2 more candles to kind of break higher, which is fine. We want to be very patient with this thing before we try to fade it. So we'll give it a little bit more time. It may not happen for us. It may not exceed the highs here. So if it doesn't, it doesn't. See how the Dow is looking. Trying to see if I get a fade buy on the Dow. That would be nice. I think that would work well. So that's still a couple of candles away. Let's go back to NASDAQ. NASDAQ trying to reach higher. Got 15 seconds. It's got to break this high over here in order for us to maintain the the trend count, or otherwise we're gonna have to restart the count again. Yep. Okay, so that creates. Oh no, this is the fade signal. Huh? Look at that. I didn't realize that was the fade signal. Okay, we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait. This is a little too early. I think I want to wait for one more candle here. Maybe not. It was like it popped up like in the last second, and that's why I didn't realize it was a count. Okay, I think we might, let's go short here at 32.50. And we're looking for 27.50. Let's see if we can get that. I think it hit us just right then and there. So again, super fast markets. We'll take that. Just double check. Just missed 27.75. And there we go. So that got done for +5. For more, those of you who are hanging in that trade, that was a nice clean trade of just holding on, and now it's crashing a little bit more. Miguel Toreador, what's up? And now now we're racing back up. So a little bit more breathing space. As I said, I think this may be kind of a bottoming out, short covering move here. Obviously, look at Biddy. Biddy is up $5,000 in the last 10 minutes. It dropped to 30,000. So clearly a little bit of short covering going on here. But that's pretty much the big drivers of the day today. No setups right now in the Dow. Let's go. Excuse me, in the NAS. Let's go see what the Dow is doing. Oh, Dow. Dow had a big transcend signal. I mean, it was at the same time. So we took one, we couldn't get the other, but it would have worked on the Dow as well. I don't know if any of you had took this. This is a trend sell signal off of here. So 60 down to 50, down to 50. Wow, it's just a completely easy, super easy positioning here with our signals. As the dominant trend is right there. We just short the highs in the dominant trend. Now we're getting a little bit of a buy signal, not in the NAS, but in the Dows. So I'm curious. I'm gonna watch this. The one thing, by the way, about fade buy signals, and I've been doing this primarily in NASDAQ, so I'm not sure what the dynamic is in the Dow. On the fade buy signal, I really don't take the trade until I get a green signal. So you need for this candle to complete, and then the next candle to be green, or the candle after it to be green, before we're gonna even pull the trigger on this buy, because this is not the end of it. So we need to see a green candle. We can go back to let's go back to NASDAQ for a second. I should just go to should I go to a split screen? Let me see if I can do split screen. Go to split screen, and we'll go to Dow. Oops, Dow, and then this is NAS. That way at least we'll just follow two at the same time. So NAS got nothing. Dow needs to hold this green in order for us to be a legitimate buy signal. So far, nothing. All right, long, oof, boom. Okay, long like 70, I guess. That was just super fast. Jesus Christ. 75, just really, really fast. So like, let's say we're gonna be long here at around 65. See if we can get like 75, 80 on this thing. It's just really crazy little move here, but and 74, good enough. You know what? Take it because that Dow is just so spiky. I think the Dow actually goes another 20, 30 points higher if you have the patience, but we'll take it. It's another like 6, 7 points. I'm gonna call it 6, 7 points just because it was very sloppy. And see, it eventually does hit just because it was very, very sloppy execution on the open. Um, did anybody get trade the Dow? And I'm just curious what your fills were because I'm obviously filling off the screen and you guys are filling in the markets. Like I told you, it definitely popped higher off the thing. Anybody trade the Dow? Karen? Anybody? Connie? Or was it just a little too fast? Yeah, it's too fast. I mean, it is just a fast, spiky little thing. Yeah, I know, I know. I mean, today's markets are very volatile, so you kind of just, you snooze, you lose. Um, oh, this is the wrong thing. I want to. How do I do this? How do we do this? Apply these indicators to entire layout. Okay, that's what I want. I'm like, what the hell is this? All right, good. Now it's correct. All right, we actually could be setting up for a fade buy in the NAS. So let's be patient here. Let's see if we can get a fade buy in the NAS. I need a 1, 2, 3. It's really dumping. I wonder why it's not giving me a fade buy. What am I missing here? All right. We're gonna watch this candle. This candle stays green. We'll follow it up. I mean, it looks like it's definitely popping up big time. Um, unless it goes like 20 long, then I'm not gonna chase it. But we'll give it a little time here. Yeah, it's Jesus. Look at it's just I have the right idea, but it's super fast. Um, I don't know why I'm not getting the fade. It's interesting that I'm not getting the fade. I'm just curious why this wasn't working. Fade by, fade by. Oh, because this is. Oh, I know why. Because this is a green. I know why. Because this was. It wasn't a fade by. It wasn't a red. It was a green. It was a dip in the green. That's why it wasn't. Okay, now we got a fade sell signal. Um, wow, it's a big, big. Um, I am not in the mood to short this right now. I mean, I think it might work as a fade sell signal. Why is actually 1, 2, 3? No, so I need one more. I think we need one more move for it to be a fade sell signal. Wow, this is really stretching out. Let's see. So what's going on over here? So 1, 2, 3. We're going to need one more candle for it to be a fade sell signal. And that one, I think I will sell. Let's see if this needs to clear that 60 level to be a fade sell. There we go. Okay, so let's watch this candle. We got to give it completion time to see where it completes, and then we're going to take the short here. All right, short 60. Let's see if we can get 55, and we're almost right there, right there, right there, right there. Good. Okay. So again, super quick, guys. Unless you kind of have to preset everything. I know it's just insanely fast right now, but you kind of have to like preset everything. So, and now you get the second chance here at the bite. So if you got it, you got it. So you got a second chance here. So another 5 points here. Nice clean trade. I'm up to like 20 points. Yeah, Karen, the thing about the Dow that kind of sucked is that like it totally bounced back. Like, what kind of stop are you working with, by the way? I'm just curious. I was going to say, you can't trade this with anything less than 40. You can't trade NASDAQ with anything less than 20. It's just, it doesn't matter how right you are, you're going to get stopped on this noise. So just, I've if there's only one thing I learned is that you cannot trade with anything smaller than 20 in NAS, 40 in the Dow. All right, it's up to you. But for these setups, that you definitely need the space. Anyways, good on us on NAS. I forgot this is like a third NAS trade, right? Like we're at like 15, 20 points in the NAS, another 10 points in the Dow. So pretty good. Now we're settling in. Now we got nothing else going on here. It's really, the cool thing about the indicators is, especially in these very, very highly liquid, highly volatile markets, like with big thematic markets like we have today. These things are just, beautifully timed for us, right? They just provide us with some very, very good signals for possible trades. So one thing I forgot, I don't know if I mentioned it, but I really, really want to emphasize it. When we're trading against the large trend here is to the downside, right? So if the large trend is to the downside, I'm happy to sell the fade sells on the candle, especially if the candle is green. I'm happy to fade the move on the candle. Obviously, I want to sell the trend sell candles as much as I can, although you got to be very careful, on the trend sell candles, because when it's deep into the trend like you have over here, you are going to get stopped on the trend sell candles occasionally. But much more importantly, on the fade buy ideas, when you're trying to buy against the major trend, it's really, really important to buy only if you have a green candle confirm. So if you get a signal over here, you don't really move until you get it. Until you go over here. You get a candle over here, you don't move until you go over here. It still puts you in a much greater peril than the trend candles, in this move. But here we have a trend buy candle. So this is actually really good. So I think we want to trade this, because now everything turned positive. We are with a large trend. We drop down, so now we're going to just be very patient for this move here, patient for the candle to close, and let it close, and then we'll see where it goes. Oh Jesus, man, it's like so vol. I only feel it's just, this is like such a big move that it could just stop us out on the volatility. I don't really want to chase this. You could take it. We'll take it at 48. It still works. It works. Another 5. All right, another 5. Perfectly Perfectly okay. Just a big ass momentum to move. I mean, that was the first trend buy in the zone. I was just afraid it was going to turn on us like this, which is exactly what it was. So you got to just take the fives really quickly. But that puts us to plus 25 on Nasdaq, which is nice. And we keep going. Nothing much going on the Dow. Wow, Dan, I haven't. Let's look at the German. German is really down. I haven't. German is just see what the German is. German has still not been able to come up against the trend. German still send us actually very good sell trends at 57 here. Now I'm actually curious. I would actually start looking for fade buy moves in the German if I could get it, because I think we are going to bottom out here. But so far, German doesn't have any moves. Look at these crazy ass moves in Nasdaq, huh? That is so much fun. Look at that volatility. Did anybody catch this trend buy move? Because it's definitely worth it. Even on the retrace, it wasn't as horrible as I thought. It was a 49 against it basically only retraced about 10, 11 against us. You did, Connie. Good job. Connie, what'd you make out of it? 5 or 10? But you guys, you can really see. I mean, you see my analysis was just spot on. Like I could tell that they were, that they were going to sell. It was all sold off. They're going to just turn everything around because everything was so grossly oversold. Now I'm really not in the mood to sell the fade sell moves. I mean, they may work, but the big trend now is to the upside. You don't want to be like on the first fade sell move against an upside trend. I mean, if anything, I'd actually want to be buying this fade sell. If this thing drops really hard down like into the 50s, 50, 60, I'd rather be buying than selling. Although I don't want to be doing anything because it's not a high probability trade for us either way. But you see how it's popping up here? If you bought the close, which was 63, 64, there you go, plus 5 on that. I mean, it's just like you got to know what when they are real and when they're not real. And certainly after a very, very strong sell-off and a turn into a positive trend regime, you still, the fade sell could have still worked. It still actually worked. It just wasn't as high probability trade as some of the other ones. So we'll leave that be. Now what I'm actually interested in is I want a second trend buy. Let's see if this thing collapses like 2 more candles into the 1300s or 13,000s for us. And I think a second trend buy would be an interesting possibility for us. Let's see if we can get that. Oh, the German. No, I was looking for a German to do a. What is this? Oh, trend sell. German has got a trend sell against us. I'm just going to leave it. I'm looking for a German to actually do a fade buy. I think we're going to turn around. So I'm not. I don't want to be selling the bottom here, although it clearly is working a little bit in the trend. But the trend to me seems like it's bottoming out. So I'd rather see if I can get a signal the other way. So the German might actually pop for us. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. I need one more candle after this one for a decline. Yeah, Nasdaq, unfortunately, look at that. It would have been a great trade, but like it just didn't give us a trend buy. The trend buy would have been another candle here, but this may still come down really hard here, so we'll give it a shot. Um, oh, hey guys, I gotta take this call. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, I gotta take the call. Boris Oscar. Yes, yes, I got it. Kidding. Wow. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Bye-bye. Hey guys, I'm so sorry. It was, the dog, patient zero here. Looks like he's actually much better than we thought he was. Turns out to be frigging hookworm instead of like a surgical procedure. So, that's good news. But sorry, I was just, um, I had to talk to the doctor, so my apologies. Um, Nothing much actually happened since I left for the last 5 minutes. So same kind of price action. Let's take a look at the Dow. Uh, I got nothing on that. Dow is still negative trend here. So again, fun fade, not even fade buy. I can't even get anything here. There's really no signals on the Dow or here's the trend buy signal that I've been looking for in NAS, but again, running away from us. Jesus. Okay, we have to be very patient with this. But it's really look at the pop. It's like 15-point pop, and look at that. Look at this. Wow. Just unfortunately, when you have such really volatile markets, and we have to stick to our setups, you don't want to be in the middle of this candle and just have it go up and down against you, 20 points. So we have to be very disciplined in holding on to it. But I'm gonna wait for it to complete before we have a reasonable chance to. I do want to get long this candle, but I'm waiting for it to complete. All right, let's get long 50 here, and we're trying to get to 55. Let's see if we can get to 55. It's just really volatile, really, really volatile. Just too brutal on the moves here because so much of the move. I was really one of the things I didn't like was that how it just all the profit was in this candle on the side. So it doesn't look like this is not going to work. Nope. So this is the first stop out that we've had like in 2 days. But just super volatile market. There's nothing you can do about it. Nothing you can do. If I get another green candle after this, second green candle, I may try again because the volatility here is so harsh that you could get a second up move to the upside, second wave to the upside. But we really need a green candle after this red one to confirm that the buyers are still in place, still willing to participate. Um, and it may be a situation right now where am I looking? Where's Bitcoin? Bitcoin is just kind of holding bit. I was going to say maybe a situation where the turn to the upside is sort of very minor, that we could still have more downside price action. I mean, certainly the downside trend is the dominant trend. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting to see if we get another candle that's green. I may go with it to trade. Dow is really coming down. Again, I'm going to be interested in a fade buy in the Dow, um, which is probably going to be the next candle after this one. Still watching the Nasdaq, seeing if I can get any kind of price action on this. Not getting a green candle, so that's why we don't move. watching this candle. I'm gonna let it. If it stays green, well, I may follow it. For a bottoming signal, but it's really got to hold. At this point, the sellers seem to be really in much bigger control. Here's the fade buy on the Dow starting to show up. But remember, we need a green on the Dow for us to participate in this price action. So let's see where we're at. Yeah, more heavy selling. Still lots of heavy selling. So there's no signs of buyers just yet. Watching the Dow. Yeah, Bitcoin had just a massive collapse today. I wrote about it in case. Look at the pop in the Dow. It's a big candle. It's hopefully good news for us. We'll see. We'll see. All right, I think I'm gonna try and do a double long here. Okay, long a 910 on the Nasdaq that worked, and long 05 on the Dow, trying to target 15 on the Dow. So Dow, the Nas just worked right away for +5. This one hasn't yet. I'm at 05. Stop is around 75, I guess. Yeah, and I'm trying to get 15 out of it. Let's see if I can get a pop on the Dow. I may not be able to. We'll see. Nasdaq continues to run, and the Dow hits with a 14. Good enough. Let's see if we can get 15 out of it. That's good enough. 14. So the Dow hits for like a +9. Nas definitely hits for a +5 on this move. So that was at least we managed to take the trade here to the upside. And the interesting thing that I kind of want to communicate is notice what like we're basically, one of the great things about this particular structure is we're really buying the lows either in a very oversold downtrend or just in a retrace uptrend, right? So this is the big trend is the uptrend. We have like a steep sell-off retrace. We pretty much purchased it right around here in the 11s. It goes all the way to the 30s, for us. Here, the downtrend is still a dominant trend, so it's not like we had a lot of movement here. But at 505, we had a chance to at least make 8-9 points on a Dow, super quick. And it's still with the Dow. It's always a question mark here. We can have a little bit one more leg down, but it really feels to me like we are, we're closer to a decent bottom of like a 50 point pop bottom in the Dow. Not our kind of a trade, but you could really see with the price action and with with more buy signals. If we get another fade buy signal, that's going to be I think an interesting trade in the Dow back to the upside as well, in my opinion. The German actually like really is below the 15,000 mark, right? So I'm really like the German to me is really interesting as a possible turn trade here. Okay, here's another fade buy in a Dow. Let's see if we can get another green candle signal here, and see if we can take another signal in a Dow to the upside. Okay, it's coming up, coming up. Let's see where we got 26 seconds, so still a little bit of time. Let's see, this needs to hold as a green. So far, not holding as a green. I'm watching the German because I want to see the German like put a green candle here, and then I would be willing to punt it here for a 520 trade. All right, Dow is recovering a little bit. Didn't quite give us the green candle we wanted to, so now we have to be a little patient. I just want to see something here. What is NASDAQ? NASDAQ had a signal, which I totally missed here. No, there's no signal here. Okay, getting close on the Dow here, and also maybe on the German too. I'm not sure. Let's go look at the German. Might do a double trade here. Not so. German's kind of holding steady, but not really giving us a trade. Okay, long 67 here. Let's see if we can get 77 on the Dow. German is actually giving us a fade buy signal. But definitely needs a green candle. So Dow is playing games again with us, but I'm pretty comfortable this is going to work. So we're still long 67, looking for 77. $76, $77. There we go. 10 on the Dow. Oh, long DAX at the 5. This 499. Let's see if we can just stay with the DAX here for 1505. Let's see if I can get there. We go 4, 5. Boom. Another 5 on the DAX. You could just smell the bottoms on both of these things right then and there. Just needed to be patient to wait for the signals. They both actually ran like 20 points, and then because I was watching both, this would have been a trigger at 95, but we took it at 5. So that's pretty good. So we're like well, certainly at least 5 in a DAX and like 25 in a Dow, and just 5 in the NAS because we got stopped out on the 20 on the NAS, but still overall pretty good day. So Jonathan, sorry, no, my fade signals are long and short. They're not filtered. They're not filtered because I'm trading against trend. If they were filtered, they wouldn't show up, right? So as you can see over here, see it says long and short fade. So they're not filtered. Yeah. Anybody take the Dow, guys? Anybody trade the Dow or the DAX? Any of them? Everybody's quiet. I don't know why I have the. I'm supposed to, let me just see the NASDAQ. This is showing me. Fade buy. Okay. Maybe one more. Let's see if there's anything on the NASDAQ. I mean, Cheryl, I'm kind of with you. I mean, I only trade NASDAQ, but a lot of people trade the Dow. See, Karen got 20 on the Dow. A lot of people, I call them out because a lot of people trade different instruments. Maybe I have to get like one of these massive screens, and we'll have to go to 6 instruments. Like we'll trade Bitcoin and Ethereum too, eventually. But for now, I think that's pretty good. For just trading the 3 NAS, German, and the Dow. All right, so we're still looking negative, man. They're just like the market's just showing no mercy. But I do think, I mean, this is the first half hour. We've really sold so hard into the morning that, and we're holding up on the NAS. Certainly, NAS is relative bid effectively at this point. So to me, if we can get some buy signals in the NAS, that's going to be a decent play, as long as they don't run away from me. Yeah, I would love to trade the MES. It's just that on the CFDs, nobody trades it on the CFDs. That's an excellent, MES. I haven't even we haven't even talked about a show, but doesn't this work really well on the MES? It works so well there, right? It's a much less insane market. Yeah, super great. Okay, all right, guys. I mean, it's a pretty good session. I'm just trying to see if I can get another NAS trade go before we're done. But we're still, we're banking 2020. Ever since we started doing this structure, we're averaging 20-25 points a day, even with the stop outs, which is really great. I'm just super happy on that. The Dow is really starting to form a strong bottom. Don't have any anything setting up here, so I think we might call it quits. It's going to be probably another 10-15 minutes for us to get any kind of price action going, so we'll probably let it go. We definitely have a session tomorrow, but no session on Friday because I have trading battle on Friday. But I hope you guys are all enjoying it. The indicators are great. And one of the interesting ways, sort of like with the trading tool, right, with the trading applet, the whole point of when you're doing the fade trades and you want to make sure that you're in sync with where you're going. So if you're buying, you want the fade candle to be green, you can just simply go into the buy sell mode, and the applet will automatically take you in on the proper stage. I was really tempted to take this trade to the long side. It wasn't a setup of ours, but you could just tell it was bottoming out here. The green candle was a good confirmation that buyers came in. Would have been an easy 5 more points, but not a setup of ours. So I'm really stuff. I don't have the link yet. I'm going to post it probably Friday because I won't have it until then. But I think you can go to tradingbattle.com and you can find it. So so that's where we'd be. All right, good session, guys, today. My apologies for the NAS stop out, but that was just, you saw it was, we were on the right side. Just the volatility, blew us out. I should have been a little bit more careful. But aside from that, we again 6-7 trades all working. Only one trade didn't work for us. Net very positive. Karen, had a great time. Good job. Okay, guys, enjoy. I would not fade this sell. This is a fade sell in a strong, in just a turn to the uptrend. I would not be doing this. I mean, it could work, but I just definitely not the right trade. I would rather be a buyer in NASDAQ right now on any kind of a buy signal. All right, guys, have a wonderful day. Everybody have a joyous Wednesday, and I'll see everybody tomorrow.